Hi guys, and welcome to Mancbuses. Those that are new to join us and have just stumbled upon us for whatever reason you've managed to search, hi. For those that are very familiar with the channel, you know who we are. For those that aren't, that idiot there's Callum, and I'm Jordan. I'll get that in before you get your saying that one. He's Chief Pater. Chief Mechanic isn't here. And I'm just Chief...
Bleeped out word.
Yeah. So I am the founder of Mancbuses. This is another director. And we've now got our aim of that we want to preserve buses that are local to Manchester.
Well, this is a Dundee bus, but...
It's local to Manchester now.
It's a Manc institution now. Like Sir Alex Ferguson was.
So yes, so we obviously need a goal for 2021. And as it stands at the start of 2021, because this goal that we're recording for, we started about a month ago. Because we're that organised here. Organisation is the key. Don't know what organisation we have, but it's the key. I'm bleeding.
Alright guys, we will log that in the health and safety book if you have any concerns.
So basically our goals is, those that don't know us or just stumble across us, is we own a 1997 Dennis Dart.
97?
Yes, it's 98 on the thing, it's 97 on the gearbox. Sure it is. It's either 97 or 98. S-Reg anyway. But the regs mean nothing because this is a V-Reg that we're sat on and it's a 1999 B10. Just. December 1999.
Oh, it's a Millennium Child.
Registered in 2000.
Oh god. It's a Millennium Child.
So as you can see, from what you can see, very small glimpse of the B10. For those that are not following us, it is in need of some work. And we're sat back here because we can't stand down there like we normally do, because it's full of bits of the bus that should be attached to the outside of the bus. And they're currently inside the bus. So that's, yeah, B10's in bits. There's also a cab seat where the wheelchair bay is. You know, average few things as normal. You know, it's the new driver's seat. You bring your own seat now. Stops drivers complaining about the seats uncomfy. If you bring your own, it's, you know, it's your own fault, isn't it?
The bad jokes are going to another level in 2021.
I would have pull up with my full desk chair, office chair, heated seat combo.
Yeah, but I offered the driver's chair to an old lady, but I didn't know she could drive a bus.
That's how we ended up here, wasn't it? So basically our goal for 2021 is to get both the Dart and the B10 on the road. The B10 has got an invitation to an event in Scotland. It may make it there, but there's a good chance that it'll be on the back of a tow wagon. After about the first bend it goes round and bits fall off it. Or when it sees the motorway that we've got to take it on, it just overheats at the side of the road and goes, no, I'm not having it. But we're hoping to fix these problems. We do have an extensive list of work to do on the B10, which you can find at the website, Mancbuses.com, and there's also a small list for the Dennis Dart. Now the reason that we're recording on here and not the Dennis Dart like we wanted to is A, the Dennis Dart has fluorescent tubes in it, so the batteries drain really quickly. Secondly, the batteries on it aren't the batteries for that bus, so they drain really quickly. And we didn't want to be disturbed. Because every time we record one of these videos we get disturbed by Town and District Transport Trusts. which is where we park our vehicles. So that's basically it for 2021, isn't it? To hopefully get out and get some running done.
Get some running done and show them off to you guys, whether we can or not.
Once Chief Painter's finished painting the dart, it'll be the dart that's out.
Well, yeah.
This needs its whole undercarriage inspecting and rebuilding.
So you won't see the B10 until about 2025. We're going to send it back to
Ripley's.
Northern Ireland. we're going to sell Volvo. You can have the chassis back. We'll have a new one, please.
What is that hanging out of that cupboard? Is it the fan? I think. Oh, it's the fan control.
You know what? I don't know, but it's got nothing to do with this video and what we're doing. I do apologise, guys, because he goes off in his little head sometimes.
I know.
You wonder why he drives a bus sometimes, don't you?
Yeah. No, I get to A to B sometimes. So, yeah, so we're just hoping to get everything on the road, and that's basically our plan for 21. And hopefully, with your support and our elite patrons that support us every month in helping to create these videos, whether it's they help to buy spare parts, tools, etc. It all helps. It all gives us motivation to get on with it and do it. It makes it a lot quicker. Also, obviously, making the videos for you, it takes a hell of a lot of time. Even the simple ones, and we want to do a lot of route videos in 2021 when we can eventually take one of these buses out, or a bus out, because we've got a bus to play with and fondle.
That did not come out right.
But I don't think the owner would be very impressed with us fondling his bus. Well, he's probably doing that as he's driving it down the road. But everything's stuck inside at the moment at the start of 21, which is a bit of a bummer, really.
We can't take any buses out. We can't go on little, even just trips around the corner to give them a little run round the block. Can't do anything like that because of this current situation. Hopefully, should be over soon. Well, should be over soon.
If you're watching this in 2026 and it's still going on, we apologise.
And at this point, can I just point out that none of us give a bleep word thing.
Well, we do, because we've got to, but it's as it is. We come to work here, and that's...
Yeah.
We work in our spare time for ourselves, essentially. And obviously for other companies out of that. So I currently do 6 days a week, or 5 depending on the week.
I'm about the same, to be honest.
And then we do our spare day here. So like I say, all the support helps. Any video suggestions, anything you want to know about bus driving or how stuff is planned, in preservation, stuff like that, drop us messages and that. All the links are always down in the description. You can even find us on Discord, where if you can actually get a word in edgeways when it's busy, you can ask quite a large community that we're getting on there. But it's large. You wouldn't say it's large.
There's just a lot of people.
It's large for what we've got.
Yeah, we've got the regular people now who drop in for a chat and stuff. It's quite a nice little area if you...
It is, unless you're trying to sleep at 9 o'clock in the morning. No, you've got a ding, 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 ding.
And if you're really keen to ask us a question, just drop us a message on Facebook. We'll get back to you at some point. One of us will reply to you.
Yeah, one of the 3 people that manage it.
Yeah, we've started to put names as well, so you know who you've talked to. So if someone gives you a bit of an arsey comment, we can kind of trace it back to them.
Guaranteed to be me.
Yeah, because when I now put an harsh comment, I put Callum at the bottom.
Yeah, we're just hoping for more support in this year and going forward, and hopefully we can get more vehicles as time comes. But at this present moment in time, it's now the shed is full.
And it's not viable for us to buy another vehicle.
Well, there's that, and we'd like to complete one first.
Yeah, at least one of them on the road and working, and one we can actually play with before we go, oh, we need another one.
This was on the road, and it worked.
For a day.
6 hours.
6 hours. Manchester and not even halfway back.
It worked until Sean sat in the driver's seat and then it broke.
We got to Manchester, round the city centre, and then...
It sounded mint though.
It sounded mint, and then as we was getting to Cheetham Hill, near Queen's Road, it went, oh, I'm not going to work now.
And smoke came out the front of it.
Alright, if you're watching from the Museum of Transport, thank you very much. We didn't like do much to say, but thanks, because it helped us a lot on that day.
Did I put a tweet out to him?
Well, we're saying thank you. Well, this is thank you from me.
See, this is the communication. We mock it, but this is the communication in this place. It's great. And then, well, I might as well go full. Thank you for the fire service as well.
Yeah, thank you for the fire service. when
you topped the radiator.
When Chief Mechanic said, "There's a fire station there. They will have some water for us," and we were like, "No." He went over there, and they said, "Okay then." They didn't expect a bus to reverse into their fire station foreyard.
No, they didn't, because the others were shocked. She wasn't. She knew it was coming, but the others were a bit shocked.
Just from leaning out the window going, "You spoke to the gaffer?" Right, yeah. Come on.
Made it interesting pulling out of that fire station, oh, didn't it?
Me stood in the road like Jack from on the buses, just like this.
So, we are hoping to have more of them trips and more of the good laughs without the breakdowns. Because I couldn't do that breakdown again because it took us, what, 4 hours to get back?
It took us 4 hours to get from Bury to
Accrington.
Aki, so, which would normally take you about 20 minutes, if that.
And then we had to rebuild the entire back end of the bus.
And that was fun.
No, it wasn't. It still leaks now. Probably has to be sat there.
Ongoing
leaking fun. On the floor. Yeah, but it's leaking now out of a different pipe.
I'm not going to ask.
It's leaking coolant again.
I'm going to stick with the dodgy dart over there.
Yeah, we when you hear us referring to it, the B10 is mine and the dart is his because he wanted the dart. We bought the dart.
Well,
I started the Mancbuses off with the B10. That's before I got in trouble at work for filming. So that's, although they both do belong to Mancbuses, that's how we refer to them. And if Chief Mechanic bought one, then that'd be his. And the way we go and the way we show off to each other is like the other week when his wouldn't start, I came to mine, pressed start, and it started. I went, yeah, B10 reliable power, it starts.
And a few gestures and a few words were said on that moment. It did start eventually.
Just because I've got a lift pump, that works. Yeah, for 2 weeks we had to prime it every single time we wanted to start it.
She's an old girl. She's 2 years older than this. And she looks a lot better.
Any elderly ladies that watch, or anyone that's got he's game for it.
You what? Anyone born in the 90s, he just called you old.
I was born in the 90s, you cheeky son.
You just called yourself old then, didn't you?
I know. This bus is not that much younger than me. 99 the bus, I'm 93 I'm born. Anyway, we are going slightly off track here.
And she's still too young for you.
So, we have got a game plan. We are currently in the process of doing part of the game plan, which was why we're waiting for the paint to dry on the dart and other bits and bobs like that, because the dart has hit the point of restoration where it's waiting for Chief to paint it, take off some body panels because it looks like someone's been dodging racing with some of them. I've beat him to that with my B10 because they're all down there and they're all off the side of the bus. And to be honest, the bus looks better without them.
You beat it with your B10, not B10, B10.
B10, yeah.
The B10.
And he's just got to secure his windows. They're not going to fall out, but they're rattle like hell.
And if a car goes past you and going down the road,
that's
all the
because the front doors were open.
Yeah, that was a drafty way back from York.
Yeah. And you need to put your back seats back in. No, we don't have to have them out.
I have to clean that first because there's still like wrappers down there from like sweets I've not seen in like 15 years. Like sweet wrappers, you're like, Jesus, I remember them.
Whereas the B10 is currently having its front rebuilt. It's had all the holes filled already, that was last year. And this year it's having all its suspension components done. So I've done a shock today, he's doing one on Sunday. And hopefully Chief Mechanic will be here on Sunday. So he can measure up his wheel arches that he's been lumbered with and weld them up. And at that point then the airbags or bellows can go on, which we have already, thanks to Kenneth. And that'll be the front complete then, until we find like a kingpin or some steering components that are gone, because this bus also drinks power steering fluid. Don't know where it goes, just drinks it.
On the notions of wheels, I've got a nice spanking new wheel for the Dart.
Yeah, but you won't get on the bus with it.
Yeah, the only problem is, so when we're coming here, I have to get the bus, because I don't have a car, to his house, right? And if I get on the bus with a steering wheel,
I'd pay to see it. With Alexander Dennis written in the
with
middle of it.
ADL written on the middle of it,
I'd love
what do
to.
I say to the driver? It's alright mate, I brought my own wheel, jump out son, I'll get in now. What do you want me to say? I'll try and make a TikTok for you guys and we'll get it up, or some kind of Instagram video.
Well, if Chief's coming on Sunday, he can give you a lift here, so you might actually be able to bring your wheel.
Ooh.
You won't be able to put it on, because you missed the socket.
Well, yeah.
You might get it on, I don't know.
We'll see on Sunday. If a video comes out with fitting a dart wheel like a then...
Can't say that word. Yeah, that you can
fitting a dart wheel like a then we fitted it.
I need loads of spare parts from a B10
It's a Volvo.
box.
Rust bucket.
Spare parts we're looking for the B10. We're looking for subframe. If anyone knows where there's a subframe, we will be contacting scrapyards. We're looking so subframe, pedestals. If you've got them, you might not need them yet, but if you've got them, they'd be great. A fan motor. It's a hydraulic drive fan, but it's still a fan motor, but it's the hydraulic drive for the fan. A radiator, maybe. It seems to have sealed itself now though. What else do we need? I think that's it. Oh, a new steering wheel for this, because this one's seen better days. It looks like a hamster's been nibbling at it. But yeah, I think that's it.
A new front seat.
Cab seat. I don't care, I'm fitting mine with my air seat. I'm going to make a statement. I seen one in the catalogue and I want to get it. It's 500 quid.
Wait, in 2021 who still looks in catalogues?
That's how you purchase your stuff off Chapman. Brand new seat. It's a vinyl leather seat in Union Jack vinyl.
Oh, me! Oh,
Air
does it have Union Jacks on it?
It's a Union Jack.
You're like a right tit going down the road with that in the seat.
But it's air sprung, so I don't care. No, you have it set nicely, so you just sort of cruise down the road.
So everyone on the bus is like on their arse and you're just like that?
Yeah. Or if you have it on the wrong setting, you look like you're bouncing out the cab for a second. Did that on the motorway, because on the I used to work on the coaches, and on the motorway you put it on the lowest setting, so it's the bounciest. British motorways, you go over a bridge, you suddenly go. So yeah, but we do have a game plan, as I say. It is going to come together. Well, we say it's going to come together. It depends, doesn't it, really, on what happens. But This bus is slowly being cleaned up so people stop writing on the windows.
You do it as well.
I think we've covered everything, haven't we, for our plan for 2021, unless you have anything else. There'll be some merch at some point. Every single week this happens.
I've got all the designs ready. The hoodies I've ordered.
3 months ago.
I've ordered some more for our lovely viewers and subscribers and supporters to purchase.
I've not seen these yet. So
I know someone who's good with printing hoodies and stuff, and I'm going to have a conversation with him in a couple of days. But I haven't got a window to open here. Yeah, that's more appropriate. Open the emergency exit. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. It says danger of death on the door. The biggest thing we can ask though is just people to share videos and give them out to people and start using hashtag Mancbuses if you see us out and about. If you see us out and about, don't be afraid to come and say hello. I mean, we might be tired sometimes, but we'll always say hello back. Well, knowing him, he'll just be sat like that in the cab.
Yeah, because I see hundreds of people a day, and I couldn't care for half of them. They get on the bus, they go off of the bus. I prefer it if they just didn't get on the bus full stop. Could just drive from A to B easily. They get on at the start and they get off at the end.
Right, who should think Jordan should be a train driver or a tram driver or something like that, so you don't have to interact with people?
Now what I've just described is a coach driver. They get on at the start, they get off in the middle and off at the end, that's it, done. See? I'm born to be National Express.
Right, if you want John to go back to National Express, the hashtag are below here, which will be inserted. Hashtag John and go back to a National Express, please. We don't want you anymore as a busdriver.com. Oh, it was a hashtag.
.com, it's a hashtag.
In it, bruv. We're down with the kids.
Scrap. I can't roll my tongue.
Scrap. You know, I'm down with it.
I have to do little pump water. I have to get a bird in here.
What? A bird isn't like an actual bird or a female?
Bird. Every one of his videos starts with a pigeon. Pigeon call.
I was going to say it's easier for you to get a pigeon in here than it is a female. Can we put that in the video in 2021? Because, you know, Karens and stuff.
I don't know. People are trying to change the world, aren't they? And no one can describe what sexy are these days. Male, female, toaster.
I identify as a Dennis Dart on an S-Reg. He now identifies as a B10 on a V-Reg. And we're slowly transitioning into our new...
At least we don't have an 04 plate, which is already a trans.
Hello, Callum. Not me.
At some point, we're going to joke that much. She's going to go, "You're not taking my bus out anymore."
I'll just find him at work.
Yeah. Yeah, if you are offended by anything we say, just don't watch it then. That's what we're going to say, because you won't get anything from us. We are as we are. You take us as we are, and as people like Laura has pointed out, we show the true emotions and frustration of bus preservation.
Because it's not all just when people come to running days and rally days.
And they're all shining.
Yeah, they're all shining and nice. The amount of swearing and tears and laughter and throwing stuff at it and smashing things up and
We've
stuff
improved
like
with
that.
the swearing.
We've improved with the swearing a lot because, you know, we're trying to be more PG and family friendly, which doesn't come easy to us because, one, we're from Manchester, two, we don't really care, and three, it's just the way we are.
Yeah. But you'll get used to us.
Well,
So, I
if
think
you
that's
don't-
it anyway, I'm cold.
It's getting colder on it. It was warm on it, but I've got a nice coffee at the front, but I left it down there, so it's probably cold by now. So
Yeah, probably is. Stay tuned anyway, you can find us on Facebook. In fact, no, hang on. I'm going to let him do this because we were messing about taking the mick out of a radio thing, so, and his radio, I was going to add it into a video, but it was half cut out at the end and it's quite good actually. So, radio voice at the ready!
You can now find us on Facebook, YouTube, Patreon, Twitter and Instagram. Mancbuses, here for you for life.
hashtag Mancbuses. Find us at mancbuses.com.
That was to get you to go to the scrapyard and order your parts like that.
Mancbuses, we're sorting scrap.
That's a good one, that one. I like that one.
No copyright to the famous jingle that goes out within Manchester radio either.
Oh dear. So, yeah, I think that's everything. We're not looking for any help in volunteers or anything like that. We have enough. But Town and District Transport Trust do look out for volunteers. Unfortunately, in the current, when we're filming this, which is the beginning of 2021, they don't. Well, it's not they don't. They're not open to the public or volunteers. It's vehicle owners only at the moment until it's all passed over. But as soon as that is, you know, if you want to get involved in bus preservation, there's loads of work to be doing after time at the sheds, up and down the country for bus preservation. Most people will be grateful of the help, and if you're like most people that get into it, you end up buying one.
Yeah.
In fact, Sean's done the same.
Yeah.
So, yes, but help your preservation societies up and down the country, whether it's people like LLM, who's a good YouTube channel, which you should go out and check as well. Laurie, you can thank me later for that shout out. He does loads of railway stuff, so if you like your railway stuff, your trains, he's got is it Hubston or something like that. He's got a railway locomotive, little shunter. You know, he doesn't do what we do, which is show all the work, but he travels around everywhere showing out the different locos, how they operate and everything. He is mint to watch. He's also got something I really want, which is a Dennis fire engine.
Well, we've got a Dennis over there, we can just put a nice little siren on it.
No, he's got a proper Dennis fire engine. The actual one where they have the two blue lights at the side and the word Dennis across the front.
Ooh.
Exactly.
If you're watching, can I have a Dennis badge for the front, please? I just want a nice big Dennis badge across the front.
I don't think there is anyone else to check out, is there?
But if you want to get involved with the hobby, it's from big ones like the Museum of Transport in Manchester.
Ooh, they're always looking out for
They're
volunteers.
always looking. I'm not sure about London Transport Museum, but they're more paid. But anywhere from the big leagues down to the smaller preservation groups
like us.
everyone always needs help, or if it's just an independent owner, you might know someone who knows them, you can probably get in touch by that means. And yeah, that's pretty much it, and just support other YouTube channels with the same goals as us. There's other bus drivers out on YouTube and people like that, and you probably know who they are.
Yeah, because I forgot. But Double Deck Anton. Hi, pal!
I was watching one of his videos this morning.
You can stop waking me up at stupid o'clock in the morning.
How many? Well, I don't even know. There's others. There's Flat Cap in Yorkshire.
I've not seen most of them post in a while, to be honest.
I saw the Flat Cap bus driver post a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
The Yorkshire bus driver.
That's the other Sean.
That's
I've not
the other
seen him
Sean.
post in ages.
I'm not seeing him post in ages. If you're watching, hope you're well. Is there any others? Johnny, who owns a bendy bus.
He doesn't have a YouTube anymore. He does, but he doesn't post much on it that's useful.
He does. He's posting about the Reliance fleet at the moment.
Oh. I've missed that one then. Never mind.
I think that's about. I don't know if there's any others. There's some more smaller independent ones, but we don't see that often. But just check other people out, support the hobby, and if you like it, just.
All the links will be down below.
Well, stick them down below.
Yeah. They'll probably be in a comment because the description at this point is getting quite long.
Yeah.
I think that's everything in it.
Yeah, if you see us out and about later this year, whenever that will be, in a dart or a B10, probably a dart before a B10. Well, we're optimistic. Share us.
You might see the B10 on the back of a tow wagon.
If you see the dart out on the road or the B10 on the back of a tow wagon, if you put it on Facebook or Instagram, remember to tag us in it and hashtag Mancbuses and stuff like that, and we'll find you and we'll give you a nice thumbs up. And we might even ask you to use your picture if we like it that much. Trying to get nice and integrated with our community.
We do, it's called YouTube comments.
Yeah, but I'm trying to make everyone involved.
I must say, the commenting has gone down quite a lot compared to what it used to be. Views have gone up though.
I mean, if you're still watching the video by this point, we do appreciate likes and comments.
I've edited it down by this point.
Oh yeah, well, likes and comments and stuff like that, and anything. We don't like negative on this channel because we don't take it very well, or someone doesn't take it very well.
I just don't like being told how to do my job.
Yeah, big head over there.
If it's constructive, then...
If constructive and it's helping us out, then fair enough. But if you just kind of taking the mick a little bit, we don't really like that. It's supposed to be a nice little community based.
That's more Discord focus, that. I mean, I do...
Discord?
People do post negative comments and I tend to just ignore them. The commenting's gone down, but also subscriberships. Although the numbers have gone up, the actual number has gone down. If you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, subscribe and press the bell. You won't miss anything then.
And it helps us out a lot when you subscribe as well, because
yeah, it grows us a little bit.
it grows
further.
the channel and we can be shared out to more people.
There's Tipex on that seat.
See, do you know when we're trying to do something like have the focus on the video and then you just go, there's Tipex on that seat. Well, it could be Tipex and it could not be Tipex because knowing Jordan now how much he likes his bus.
I don't sit in the back normally. I know I'm not normally the person in the driving seat.
Well, we don't know what you do when you stay at the shed at the weekend.
I sleep on 374, you cheeky sod.
Oh, 374.
Over there somewhere.
Yeah, in the darkness. But we're rambling on now a bit, aren't we?
Patreon! There's early access
yeah.
available on Patreon for your silver and gold, and occasionally bronze, depending on the video. Early access runs up to a month, up to a week to a month. Early access to videos. You'll be fed them out at the same pace that they are fed out onto the normal public, which is every Wednesday. You'll get the release you've seen about a month ago or a week ago, whichever. And you'll also get the early access, which is due out. Must ask, if you are a patron, do not share these videos until the release date that is stated down below. If we do change these release dates, we do push an email out to you as we update the post to make sure that nothing gets shared out before it needs to be. But occasionally videos will miss early access, and these videos are ones that just a random off the cuff sort of thing that we do or done. Live streams are just random and whenever we can be bothered, or whenever we've got spare minutes. And Patreon runs from £1 up to £5, or on whatever amount you decide. It's a monthly cost, and that money helps us out an awful lot in purchasing spare parts, giving us the extra time that we need to work on editing videos, etc, etc, and buying the software and whatever else. Your money all does go to a very good cause, and we look after your money very well and make sure we get the best that we can out of it. And I can see it's flashing on the screen, so we're going to wrap this up.
Right.
So thank you so much if you've managed to stick through our rambling and what was a planned video, well, semi-planned video of rambling now has gone on for far too long. No, again, just like, share and comment on whichever videos you want. If you've got a question about a video, comment on it and we'll answer it. So thank you so much, and we shall see you later. Bye for now.
See ya.
Like thunder we do roll. The drive wheels dig in this rock and roll rig is the side pipe singing of the radiator bile. The fan belt is screaming and the bear roaring out for ride. Well, you will hear it coming as she is piped with coal. For cruising through the tunnels and rolling into
It's not big enough.
That's what she